Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to record it like this. I was trying to get another picture on. We're gonna talk about generational sins of the father passed to the next generation. For those who are visiting, welcome to Staying in the Light Society, and welcome and for the return of my faithful guests and subscribers. Thank y'all for holding on. Some of y'all been here, man. Some of y'all been here for about 10 minutes. We're going to talk about this generational sins that the father passed down to their descendants. Now, I'm making a point, but I'm going to have to use somebody for an example. Not to pick on him, but since he's a public figure, I can use him as an example. Bill Cosby. He did a lot in his day and time, but he didn't do enough. What you talking about, old school? I'm talking about he talked about black consciousness, but at the same time, there was someone called Elijah Muhammad who was teaching do for self, build your own nation, separate, and yeah, they call it self-determination. And so many people decided to go with Dr. King and not pursue freedom, which all people want. So this is the results. This is the results 60 years later. Because you refuse to listen to what Elijah Muhammad was saying. If you have your own communities, you have your own police, you have your own court system, you won't be a part of this system if you had listened. But now you just love to integrate. You want to be a part of this evil system. So that's why you have it. That's why 60 years later he's framed, or I don't know if he did or not, but he go to prison, talking about Bill Cosby. Even before that, his son was killed. His son was sacrificed. You think that was an accident? No. His son was sacrificed because of his denial of the teachings of Elijah Muhammad. And he was 3 years in prison. But to show you the evil of ignoring truth, he mentored this young man, Malcolm Jamal Warner, who did the same thing he did. Stayed a part of the system and complained. Didn't pursue freedom for his sons, his children. So you see how that evil that is passed down? So I know he's looking now, thinking about, man, I taught that young man wrong. I was the wrong mentor. I was the wrong example. And he's not going to say anything. He may be realizing the truth now, talking about Bill Cosby. He may be saying, man, we should have followed Elijah Muhammad. Maybe we wouldn't be going through all this stuff. But it's too late. You've wasted your whole life pursuing a fiction. Integration is a fiction. It never will happen because nobody can respect somebody who don't respect themselves. You want to take his nation? You want to force them to give you equality when they fought for it? All civilized people fight for their own freedom. So you taught little Jamal not to fight, to try to change the system. He had a pathetic end. So let that be a lesson to all of us. If something don't work, don't keep doing it. That's it. That's insanity. And don't teach your children to do the same thing you did since you failed. Try something different. Good God Almighty. I had this thought in the back of my mind whether I should share it or not. Then a voice said, "Hey, what's the name of your broadcast? Staying in the Light. Okay, are you going to hide this or are you going to bring it to the light?" No, it's not mine to hide. This is what the Spirit told me to talk about because I was there when all this was going on. Elijah Muhammad, Malcolm X, Elijah Muhammad, Martin Luther King, and people made a choice. They made a choice, integrate. So why y'all complaining? Y'all asked for this. You want to change somebody. You want somebody else to give you freedom. What people does that? Nobody can give you freedom. You have to create the conditions to have it for yourself. And that's involves suffering and sacrifice that your children may have something. I don't know how y'all can't see this. I really don't. You enjoy going to places, being despised, being humiliated for generations. You love it. And then you want that for your children. This is staying in the light. And we're society about doing right. Don't repeat the sins of the past. People respect those who have their own and not those who keep asking. Okay, any question in the chat? Anybody got something to say? Let's see there. I don't see nobody. I see some comments, but I don't see no questions. Well, maybe this is not for you. Maybe it's for those who be coming to listen to this recording, who would contact us and let us know how they can contribute to this society. And nothing you have to do with me because you can create a society right in your own neighborhood. I'll show you how it's done. Okay. That's all we have for right now. Thank y'all for coming. And we meet again at 10 o'clock tonight, 10 in the morning, and 5 in the afternoon or evening. Stay in the light. Make your light shine bright.